Please welcome Markus Rautert, VP Platform Engineering and Architecture, Adidas Global IT.
Welcome, Berlin. Is this on? Good. Welcome. It's a pleasure for me to be here. The good thing is working in a sports company, you can actually run on stage, or just walk. So what I'm here today, I'm telling you a bit about our company and how we run on AWS. So one of the most important things, is my clicker working? Yes, it is. So my name is Markus, and I work at Adidas, and we believe that sport has the power to change lives. So as you could see from the video, we're inspired with sports and data. So therefore, it's very simple for us. So what is my job? My job and the job of my colleagues is to build the digital tomorrow for the best sports company in the world. And that's the best job you can have. So how do we do that at Adidas? We have a clear strategy how we want to achieve our mission, which is through brand desire with our consumers. But to understand that, let's have a quick look where we're coming from and who we are as a sports company. Our founder, Adi Dassler, had a clear credo: always the best for the athlete. For this, he stayed very close to them, listening, experimenting, collaborating. In his kitchen, on the football court, or while running through the Franconian forest. But how do you maintain these very close relationships to consumers today? And instead of having our consumers all in our kitchen, although we might like that, we need to be in their pocket. And today's proximity means real-time, enabled by the data, and also it requires a new way how we develop and deploy applications. So for us, as mentioned before, the challenge is to stay in close relationship with our consumers around the globe, anytime, whenever they want. So how does that translate into? And one of the elements of our strategy is key cities. We know that trends are born, lived, and commercialized in large metropolitan areas. Be it city runners that compete in their part of town, or the football communities that organize themselves in our tango leagues, or local hype stories that put extra demand on our website, on the online shop. So this is where AWS enables us to execute our strategy to ensure proximity and speed. The availability of these technologies allows us to scale and deploy these applications automatically to provide the best consumer experience. So we give the consumer what they need and where they need it. But how about what they need next? And this is really where real-time data streaming, machine learning, and artificial intelligence capabilities play an important role for us. So through AWS services, they enable us to recognize trends, learn from the consumer buying behavior, and also predict future product offerings. Speaking of the services we use, and this on the wall is just a tiny aspect of all of the services we're using. But the most prominent one I want to talk about is our big data platform. So we used to have a commercial product up front, but it didn't allow us to scale towards our need. So what is it what we were requiring? We said we need a very flexible, future-proof, and secure solution to build analytical applications fast and in high quality. Also, the concept of the cloud services, and this is the novum, it allows us to build this solution in a way that we have all these qualities, and we only pay for them when we need them. So for us, it means modular, fast, and cost optimized. How does that translate into the adoption of our platform? As I mentioned before, how do we bring applications close to the consumer? So we run about 16 Kubernetes clusters globally in our 6 AWS regions. And we have more than 6,000 pods and 40,000 builds per month to deploy the application in the rapid scale it's required by the consumer. From a data consumption, integration layer, and a big data platform, we have more than 300 million calls just to our core APIs per month, and about 800 million objects stored in the S3 buckets, which is the underlying component of our big data platform. And lastly, and most importantly, the data streaming aspect, to have real-time data present for application. We have more than 180 million messages per month, which are provided and consumed by our fast data platform. Lastly, great technologies requires great teams. So the team aspect is one of the most important breakthroughs for us. So therefore, we run about 14 community events per month. It's developer onboarding, hackathons, skill-up sessions, community of practice, to raise the awareness of the technology, that it actually exists. And then we consult our business on the use of these technologies. And lastly, of course, is the happiness of the users. So how happy are you using these services? If I force you to use a service and it's not good, you're probably really unhappy. And that's the most important KPI we measure. How does it impact our business? So this is just an example of our e-com store, which used to be a commercial off-the-shelf solution. We just moved it on top of our AWS infrastructure. And we deploy now 40 times faster than the commercial off-the-shelf solution before, multiple times a day globally. Also, only in the first iteration, the site speed improved by 50%. If you work in the internet business, you know what that means. It's a significant improvement. And lastly, just the regular traffic scales 3 times more than with the platform before. And I'm just talking regular traffic. I'm not talking about this one. This is the Yeezy Boost 350. It was a sales hype drop from Kanye last year. We sold about 1 million pairs of that shoe in less than 2 days globally. But the most important aspect is not the volume, but you can expect the traffic this event generated on our website. And this is what we have regularly. So the combination of the AWS services we have and open source allowed us to guarantee this breakthrough. So what's left to say? What's next? So AWS, for us, is the foundation to scale our platforms, where we continue to build the most differentiating applications for our consumers, and where we want to learn from our consumers and athletes. And lastly, we also believe in the innovation power which comes from such a product offering, which allows us to envision and create new business models, of course, but also to experiment with the latest tech. This focuses our resources on creating value. So we believe that AWS allows us to scale, learn, and innovate. Thank you very much.
Wonderful story, Markus. Hey, have you seen the back of his shirt? Hey, that looks good, eh?
Here they are.
Okay, so what is next for you guys?
I mean, so you saw a little bit how we use it. What is next? So our most differentiating applications, our data platform is in AWS. For us, the big next stack is move our core ERP systems to the same technology. So we're really happy with what we see with SAP joining the team, and we're having the ability to move our service and backend services also on top of the platform where we have the rest of our data and applications.
Okay, wonderful, Markus. Thanks for being a great customer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Bye.